Number 1. The Prague Castle. The Prague Castle is the largest castle complex in the world. The Prague Castle is not really a single castle, it is an entire city within a city. A walled complex containing places, churches, gardens, galleries, offices, and streets spread across 70,000 square meters on a hill above the Czech capital. It was founded in 870 AD by Prince Boryvodj of the Premslid dynasty. It has been continuously occupied for over 1,100 years, making it one of the oldest and largest inhabited castles complexes on Earth. Every ruling power that controlled Bohemia added to it: Holy Roman Emperors, Habsburg monarchs. Number 2. Malbork Castle, Malbork, Poland. Malbork Castle, originally called Marienburg, was built by the Teutonic Knights, a German Catholic military order, beginning in 1274. The complex grew over a century into the largest brick structure in the world, containing an estimated 4 million handmade bricks in its walls, in its towers, and its vaulted ceilings. 4 million bricks, each one made by hand, each one laid by hand, before machinery of any kind existed. The castle was built in three phases: the high castle containing the knights' living quarters and the church, the middle castle containing the Grand Master's palace, a great refectory, and the lower castle containing service buildings and other outer defenses, all connected by internal passages and surrounded by a double moat fed by the Nogat River. Number 3. The Hohensalzburg Castle, Salzburg, Austria. If you've ever been to a postcard of Salzburg, this is the castle dominating the skyline from its position on top of a 120-meter rocky outcrop above the city. Hohensalzburg, meaning High Salzburg Fortress, is the largest fully preserved medieval castle in Central Europe. Founded in 1077 by Archbishop Gebhard of Salzburg, it has never been conquered, never been significantly destroyed, and never been abandoned. Nearly 1,000 years of continuous existence on the same rock. The location was chosen with pure military logic. The Festenberg rock provides a natural defense on three sides, with sheer cliff faces making direct assault impossible from every angle. The only accessible approach from the city was the heavily fortified with multiple gate towers, iron grills that could be dropped instantly to seal the entrance. Number 4. The Windsor Castle in United Kingdom. The oldest and largest inhabited castle in the world and the current official residence of the British royal family. Windsor Castle was founded by William the Conqueror in 1070, just 4 years after the Norman conquest of England. As a defensive fortification controlling the Thames River west of London, every English and British monarch since William has used it as a royal residence, making it the longest continually inhabited castle on earth. The round tower at its center, built in the 12th century, sits on an artificial mound called a motte. The classic Norman castle design was raised in earthwork supporting a central tower supported by a walled courtyard called a bailey. What began as a timber fortress on an earthen mound became over 950 years of complex of states, apartments, royal chapels, military headquarters, and residential quarters covering 45,000 square meters, the equivalent of 8 football fields in one. Merangar Castle. Merangar Castle is located in Jodhpur, India, rising above 125 meters above the blue city of Jodhpur on a perpendicular cliff face. Merangar is one of the largest and most dramatically situated forts in all of India, founded in 1459 by Jaurodha, the founder of Jodhpur itself. Merangar was built on a rocky hill called Brakaria, the Bird's Hill. The cliff faces were left completely sheer, uncut, and unmodified as the primary defensive wall on three sides. Nature did the engineering itself. The builders simply placed their walls where the nature ran out. The approach to the main gate runs through 7 successive gateways, each one a killing ground designed to slow attackers, expose them to fire from above, and force them to make multiple right angle turns that prevented battering rams from entering the building. Number 6. The Himeji Castle, Himeji, Japan. The most visited castle in Japan and the best preserved feudal castle in the country. It is one of the one that looks like it was designed by someone who wanted a castle to feel like a poem. Himeji Castle, nicknamed after Hakurojo or White Heron Castle for its brilliant white plaster exterior, sits on Himeyama Hill above the city of Himeji. Its white walls and curving roof lines giving it an appearance of a bird about to take a flight. The white plaster that defines its appearance is not merely decorative, it is a functional fire and weather protection. A thick coating of plaster applied all over the timber frame, creating a fireproof and waterproof shell. Japan's humid climate and frequent earthquakes made this combination of flexibility and protection very essential. Number 7. The Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria, Germany. This is the castle that inspired Cinderella's castle at Disneyland. Neuschwanstein was built by King Ludwig II of Bavaria. It is the most photographed building in Germany and one of the most recognized structures on Earth, despite being only 130 years old. It sits on a rugged cliff above Jorge in Bavarian Alps, its white limestone towers rising from the forest as if it was placed there by a fairy tale. Number 8. The Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. You cannot talk about how great castles are without talking about Edinburgh. Edinburgh Castle sits on a castle rock, an extinct volcanic plug rising 80 meters above the Scottish capital. A sheer-sided rock formation so defensively perfect that humans have been building fortifications on it for at least 3,000 years. The volcanic rock is a basalt, one of the hardest natural materials on Earth. Foundations cut into it last essentially